Today we are going to be having another live stream. I know I've been promised to talk about this, like to actually have this live stream for a while, but I wasn't available. I actually said we were going to have it like day before yesterday, but some things kind of came up and we could not have it. So I'm very sorry about that. So we are having it today, and we are going to be talking about so many things, guys. So if you are here already, welcome. And if you've not yet like joined us, when you come, make sure you like say your name, and not just your name. Like I would like to know who else is like joining. I can see some people are online joining us. Welcome, guys. If you are joining us, I can see people are joining us. Make sure you leave your name so that I know who you are. And not just that, also give this video a thumbs up. Okay, 2 people are here already. Okay, Captain Tate. Okay, teammates. Welcome, Nathan. Welcome. It's nice like having you. It's nice. Okay, we are just going to be going straight. Okay, gorgeous beauty. Welcome. Okay, we are going to be talking about, there's this thing that people always ask, are student pilots? Like, it's quite funny, but people ask this kind of questions. Are student pilots? So we are going to be dealing with that. And okay, I have like my water. Yeah, and this. Okay, so that's what we are going to be highlights of the things that we are going to be talking about today. So just stay tuned. Somebody also asked me today, but I've made a video concerning that before, as in the difference between the standard pilot course, commercial pilot license, and the PPL course. Somebody also asked me if you can apply for scholarships, and if you can apply for scholarship to school abroad. So we are also okay, guys, we are also going to be talking about that. If you can apply for scholarships to school abroad, we are going to be talking about that. Then lastly, before any other question that comes, another thing we are going to be talking about is, someone also asked me, is student. Okay, guys, that anybody that has a license, my own opinion is this: anybody that has a license is a pilot. And the reason why people ask this question, saying, are student pilots actually pilots, I think is because they consider pilots as people that, to my own opinion, we have different kind of pilots. We have, just like, student pilots are general name. That's when you're in school, like studying. Classic Derek, welcome. I can see you. Yeah, good afternoon. I saw your question and I'm going to be answering it on this video, so stay tuned to the live video, guys. So okay, as I was saying, student pilots, okay, we have different classes of pilots, or different, not classes, I'll say different types of pilot, like cargo pilots, commercial airline pilots, people that are corporate flyers, people that are crop dusters, which are pilots, crop dusters. You have pilots that fly banner, ambulance pilots. Like, all these things are just qualifications, as in the things they do in alignment to flying. That's what I mean. Things they do, like they fly cargo. Some people fly airline, they are airline flyers. Some do fly banners, like maybe people want to have campaign or they want to have a program, they like fly banners. These are just areas that they find themselves. It's just like when you talk about medicine, there are people that are gynecologists, there are people that are dentists, there are people that are pedestrians or something something like that, like people that take care of our children. So there are different sectors in this, but in it all, they all trained as pilots. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the point I'm trying to pass across. They all trained as pilots. So if you ask me that question, which people have been asking, are student pilots actually pilots? Yes, they are actually pilots. And not only that, they are pilots, they are pilots under training. That's how we are going to put it. They are pilots under training. They are pilots learning how to fly. They might not have all the skills they need as commercial pilots or as airliners or as cargo pilots, but they are pilots. So these are things you don't just, when you just say a student pilot, be like, no, it's not yet a pilot. Like, I've heard someone say this, like, you're not yet a pilot until you start working. I don't think that's correct, because if you've worked for your license, if you have a license, whether it's a PPL license, a CPL license, an ATPL license, that person is a pilot, whether that person is working or not. And I'm telling you, it's not just small energy that you put into getting these licenses. Okay, I can see more people are joining us. Welcome, guys. Welcome. And if you're here, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so that other people can see and also join us. And if you check in the description, you're going to see the outline for today's discussion. We might not make it too like lengthy, but I will just make sure like I treat everything I've listed out for today. So if you're a student pilot and someone asks you, are you a pilot, don't be scared, don't be shy to say you are a pilot, because you worked for that license, guys. You worked for it. Welcome, Matthew Victory, welcome. It's nice having you here. Just make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Okay, I can see. Okay, I'm Zangiv. Okay, just make sure you give this video like a thumbs up, and make sure you stay to the end, because I have so much information for you guys. So as I was saying, guys, don't feel ashamed to say you're a pilot, because you worked for that license, you worked for it. Don't feel like, okay, maybe I'm not working yet, so why should I say I'm a pilot? I don't think that's correct, because you are currently on that training to go into the commercial world. And funny enough, when there are stages, you know that they are student pilots, and you start from this getting your SPL, from your SPL, which is your student pilot license, to getting your PPL. Even as a PPL, there are people that work only as PPL holders. Oh, I'm happy, like I tried. Zangiv, I did a good job. Yeah, I can see your comment. I did a good job by saying that. And there are so many other names I can't wait to pronounce. There are people that have been challenging me, like I can't pronounce their names. I'm waiting for them to come online so that I will tell them and prove them wrong that I can actually pronounce their names. It's nice having you guys. So as I was saying, guys, so if you're working for that license, if you're currently in class, like working together license, don't feel shy. You're a pilot. It doesn't matter whether you have your CPL now. So far you have your SPL, it is written student pilot. You are a student pilot, and yes, you are a pilot. There's pilot under that name. So that's one. I really needed to treat that and to treat other things. So the second thing we are going to do, we're going to talk about, is deferring your admission. Deferring your admission, guys. How to defer your admission. Is it possible for you to defer your admission? I said I was going to talk about that in today's video. So if you really want to know more about that, stay tuned as we wait for some other people to like join us. So we are going to be talking about deferring your admission. Hi, I can see more people at home, guys. We just finished talking about if student pilots are actually pilots, and now we are going to be talking about how to defer your admission. How to defer your admission. Okay, guys, I'm going to be starting by saying this. It's actually possible for you to defer your admission, as in when you get your admission. And I would like to start from this preference. An admission, as the name is like defer. When you say defer, that means you want something now, you don't want it now, you want to push it. See, this thing happens in colleges, this thing happens in most schools. Is usually in academic environments you hear people talk about deferring admission, deferring this, deferring that. Mostly people defer their admission. Maybe you feel you're not competent enough at that point in time, or you will not be available, and you see people just go and say, okay, they want to like defer their admission. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I can see more people are joining us. If you're here, make sure you leave a like on this video so that more people can see it and join us. And if you've not yet told me your name, I would like to know people I'm talking to. I would like to know the kind of audience I have at this time so that I talk in relation to what you need. So make sure you leave a comment and tell me your name. And also leave a like to this video. So guys, there are a lot of persons that have actually deferred their admission. And you can only, based on what I've heard and based on what I've seen happen, you can only defer your admission if you have paid your money. Either you have paid more than half of your money, or you've paid like the required amount that the school actually asked you to pay. Because whenever you get your admission letter, there's always like a required amount the school always wants you to pay. And if you pay that certain amount and you think you cannot resume at that point in time, you can actually defer your admission. You can come over and tell them that, sorry, you can't come in at this time. Maybe you still have a course to like complete, or maybe you still have something to do, or one or two things, and you can actually defer that admission. And now I want to talk about the reasons why I think you can decide to defer your admission, or why it's not necessary to like defer your admission. If peradventure you're in final year, like final year university, and you think, okay, this is the best time for you to come to NCAT, and you come and you write the exams, and you're fortunate and you're privileged to like get the admission, because I consider it as a privilege, guys. A lot of persons are coming to this school from time to time to like write these exams, and they don't have that opportunity. They don't even have the privilege to get to the second stage or the third stage. And if you've not watched videos concerning the stages that you pass through this admission, I would like you to go to the playlist and check stages of NCAT evaluation exams. Guys, these stages are like 4 to 5. I think they're about 5 stages. It's good that you watch it if you're planning to actually come to NCAT. So if you happen to have gotten successful, it's not something that is worth throwing away if you get that admission. So if you're in final year, yes, just like I was saying, if you're in final year, you can decide to like defer your admission. But if peradventure you have something, and if you also have something like NYSC to do, and you want to do it in a particular region that is not Zaria, you can also think of deferring your admission. Because I think nowadays they like do it per year. If it was then, they can admit like when they admitted my set, before they admitted like the next set, it took them about 1 year plus. So it's not something you just want to lose like that. So the best thing you can do is, instead of forfeiting the admission, it would be best for you to like come pay up some money instead of passing through, I don't know, like for me, the stress of going through that whole NCAT evaluation phase is not worth throwing away, seriously, because you never can tell what's going to really happen the next time. OG Sammy, welcome. I can see your message, but I will go through it when I'm done. I really don't want to skip what's like on my mind at this point. I'm going to go through your message, and thanks for like joining us. I really appreciate that you're here on this live stream together with me. Okay, when you go for the aptitude test before getting admitted, do they tell you what topics of area of concentration to read? No, nobody tells you. And seriously, that's why I'm trying to talk about the fact of not forfeiting your admission, because nobody tells you where to read. Nobody tells you how to go about it. So if peradventure you are privileged and God like helps you for you to pass through this whole stage, it's not worth forfeiting, because the stress that you pass through to get that admission, the process you pass through to get that admission, guys, is not worth kicking away. It's better to defer. And that's why I want to like talk about how you can defer, like gradually defer your admission. Obo Wisdom, welcome on board. I'm happy. Captain Tinet, I can see your question. I will like look into it. I don't want to. I'm already like losing track of what I was saying. I was trying to give you reasons why you should defer, like, and some reasons why your NYS is remaining like 1 month or 2 months. You don't need to defer. Yes, trust me, you don't need to defer. But if you still have a very long time for your NYC and it's going to cause you like problems. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry that the network is disturbing. I just hope you guys can see me clearly and hear me clearly. So if you can hear me, please let me know that you can hear me. If the network is disturbing in your area, just let me know. And thanks, guys. I can see a lot of you are here all these informations. And don't forget to leave a like to this video. Don't forget to leave a like to this video. So guys, if you have like 1 month in your NYC or in any exam, maybe you put forth right, I don't think that's a good reason to like defer. But if you have a long time to like spend, if you have a long time to spend, then I think you should consider deferring, because it's really going to affect if you don't defer. And not just that, I really want to talk about something. Just please give me like 1 minute. Okay guys, I think my battery is about down. Okay, so okay guys, as I was saying, if peradventure you have like a long time, you understand, if you have a long time to like do anything like you want to do, so you can consider like deferring. But if you have just like a short time guys, if you have a short time, you don't need to defer. So that's what I want to say concerning that. Then I've given you how you can defer. The ways you can defer is you pay the certain amount of money that you need to pay. Then when you come, you can now tell them, okay, you don't want to join this set, you want to probably join the next set and you will not be available. You can give your reasons why you might not be available, not just like vanishing away. You might likely lose that admission. Then the next thing, can I apply for scholarship to school abroad, like getting scholarship from Nigeria to school abroad? That's the question the person asked me. I would really like to treat that question. Guys, yes, you can actually apply. I told you guys that the first admission I got was in Epic Flight Academy. My charger and power bank. So guys, the first, I'm trying to like fix my phone. I can see that I kind of have a like low battery. So guys, I told you guys that the first admission I got was in Epic Flight Academy, and that was the first time I was able to apply. Woo, this song is so loud. So that first time, that was the admission I used to like come into. That was the letter I gave my state at the first time. So I used that letter, and when I was trying to explain to you guys, I used that letter. That was the first letter I sent. Then when I now sent the one of NCAT, like they had to choose which of them do they want. Like, do they want the one of the NCAT or do they want the one of Epic Flight Academy? And so they had to like weigh their options based on the amount. The one for Epic was kind of more expensive, while the one for NCAT was less. And I've told you guys before, NCAT is one of the cheapest flight schools in the world. Guys, I'm not just saying this because NCAT is not paying me. I'm not even in their management. I'm just trying to like help people that don't have enough money and they are thinking of still fulfilling their dreams, like fulfilling their ambitions. So that's why I keep telling you guys, just that I've said it before, their time management is not good, like, but they are still very good when it comes to I'm going to say when it comes to the value of the education that they are giving you, it's quite good. So it's something like you can consider. So if can you apply for a scholarship here in Nigeria for a course you got abroad. Yes, you can do that. People do that every day. People are sponsoring people abroad, in fact, because they feel like it's faster. You just go abroad. If the person is serious, you get your admission and you come, you do your training and you come back. But the thing is that you need to know what your state wants at that time. That's what I'm going to say. Know what your state wants. Know whoever is sponsoring you, know what they want. If it's federal government sponsoring you, obviously, if you guys are in a like group, and maybe you guys are like 5 or 6 or 7 of them that are coming to say, okay, they got this admission in so school, maybe they can consider it. But if you're the only one coming, people will feel that maybe there's something fishy around it. So just know what whoever wants to sponsor you needs. If they want you to get a scholarship in Nigeria, if they want you to get like an admission in Nigeria for them to sponsor you, then I think you can do with that. If they want you to get like outside Nigeria, if they are okay with you getting outside Nigeria, then it's also fine. So far you're getting a scholarship, so far you're following your dreams, so far you're following what you want. That's just what matters, and that's what I feel matters to me. So guys, lastly, okay, part of the last questions I say I'm going to be answering to today is, can student pilots be and like experience it themselves? When you come, you will see it yourself, and you know, like, say them before in one evaluation exam. You just make sure you like but yeah, some people that nobody is like watching to know if you if maybe the kind of clothes you sold was kind of like big or. And now when you start falling into the trap of you can't deliver and you're doing all these plenty things, like they see you, can you imagine his trouser? Can you imagine her hair? Can you imagine his beards? Or can you imagine, you know, all those things start to come up because now you've fallen in the trap of not performing. They now start looking in depth into other things in your life that on a normal day they are not supposed to look at. Guys, he can't even find so much attention into kind of a so they actually complain about it, like instructors complain about it. People in the environment too may see you that what's this guy feeling like, all those. So but nobody cares generally about what you wear. So there's some questions here. Okay, I think you guys are still here. I'm trying to like get out the questions so that I can just quickly answer them. And when you're available, I said it before. Happy Sunday. Okay. So I'll just be concluding with this. I said in every of my live stream, I always like to like give. Maybe in the next video, I'm going to like tell you some of the things I stream is by telling you that you can, like, they say the mind is mind. If I want to go to Australia, if I want to like to Australia, the fastest way, all you have to put your mind towards it, like start doing before I of talking about my 4 hours cross country. I'm still going to talk about that, not in today's live stream, so that we can really go and have our Sunday rice, Sunday beans, Sunday eba, everything. So guys, Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I can see I still have some people here that are still here on the stream. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your presence. And if you've not yet subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Share this video with your friends, your family members, please. So guys, till we meet next time, even on the next stream, keep watching, keep watching, keep watching, keep watching, guys. Bye.